Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Recently, we have received somber news about the passing of some extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. We will also recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Jay Cantor, veteran film producer and agent to a long list of Hollywood luminaries, including Marlon Brando, Grace Kelly, Marilyn Monroe, among others, has died. He was 97. Cantor died peacefully and surrounded by his family in his Beverly Hills home on the morning of August 7th. The agent and executive got his start in the business after his stint in the U.S. Navy, which he joined during World War II. Cantor applied for a job at MCA and rose up quickly through the ranks. He was mentored by Lew Wasserman. At age 22, Cantor sought an offer for a young actor named Marlon Brando. Brando then traveled to Los Angeles via train, and Cantor picked him up at the station. Upon arrival, the two became fast lifelong friends, with Brando becoming Jay's longtime client. Cantor went on to represent stars such as Grace Kelly, Marilyn Monroe, Gene Kelly, Warren Beatty, and Ronald Reagan. When MCA bought Universal Pictures, Cantor relocated to London with his family to oversee production for the European studio. The studio later shut down its European operations, and Cantor formed a production company with Elliot Kastner and Alan Ladd. Ladd returned to Los Angeles for a high-ranking production executive job at 20th Century Fox and invited Cantor to join him. This began a filmmaking partnership with Laddie that included leadership of 20th Century Fox, the Ladd Co. Credits of the films he worked on include classics and Academy Award winners, such as Chariots of Fire, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Alien, Thelma and Louise, Julia, Blade Runner, Body Heat, Norma Ray, Turning Point, The Right Stuff, Star 80, and the Police Academy franchise. With longtime friend and collaborator Mel Brooks, he worked on such Brooks classics as Young Frankenstein, Silent Movie, High Anxiety, Spaceballs, and Life Stinks. Cantor was born on December 12, 1926 in Chicago, IL, to parents Muriel and Harry Cantor. He was married 3 times, the first to actress Roberta Haynes for less than a year, followed by a marriage to Judy Balaban, the daughter of former president and honorary chairman of Paramount Pictures, Barney Balaban. Cantor was later married to his wife of 49 years, Kit Bennett Cantor, with whom he shared his life until her death in 2014. During his life, he also lost a daughter, Victoria Cantor Colombetti. The music world mourns the loss of a true virtuoso, Sean Martin, whose brilliant compositions and performances echoed far beyond the jazz clubs and concert halls where he played. Martin, a 7-time Grammy Award winner, passed away at the tender age of 45, leaving a legacy defined by his deep musicality and soul-stirring melodies. Sean Martin wasn't just a member of Snarky Puppy. He was a pivotal force in the band, renowned for his dynamic keyboard, playing that effortlessly bridged genres and traditions. His work extended beyond the band, sharing stages and studios with icons like Kirk Franklin, whose projects contributed to some of Martin's Grammy wins. His impact on music was profound, as he blended elements of gospel, jazz, and soul to create a sound uniquely his own. Born and raised in Dallas, Texas, Martin's journey in music began at an astonishingly young age, mastering the piano by the age of 4. His academic pursuits in music at the University of North Texas further honed his skills, setting the stage for a career that would influence a generation. Martin's passion for music was matched only by his dedication to it, often sharing his knowledge with aspiring musicians and serving as a beacon of inspiration. As we reflect on his life and contributions, let us remember Sean Martin, not only for the music he made, but for the heart he brought to every note. His melodies may have ceased, but his influence will resonate for generations to come. Rest in peace, Sean Martin, a brilliant musician and a beautiful soul. Patty Yastaki, best known for her roles in Beef and Star Trek, The Next Generation, passed away peacefully on August 6th, surrounded by friends and family after a long battle with cancer. Her manager and friend Kyle Fritz told Deadline. She was 70. Los Angeles native Yastaki, born and raised in Gardena and Inglewood, graduated from UCLA with honors in theater. She started her career at East West Players, where she worked with the company's co-founder, Japanese-American acting icon Meiko, for 6 years on stage, on staff and on the board, performing in over a dozen shows. Yasutake made her major feature debut in Ron Howard's 1986 comedy Gung Ho as Umeki, a relocated Japanese wife earnestly trying to Americanize. She reprised her character in the follow-up ABC comedy series spawned by the movie. For her next movie, the 1988 The Wash, Yasutake received an Independent Spirit Award Supporting Actress nomination. Her resume also includes the films Drop Dead Gorgeous, Blind Spot and Road to Galveston, and a slew of guest starring appearances on such series as The Closer, Grey's Anatomy, Bones, Flash Forward, The Unit, and Cold Case. Yasutake's last TV role before her death was one of the highest-profiled ones in her career. She was a series regular on Netflix's acclaimed limited series Beef, playing George's mother, Fumi Nakai. She also played Nurse Alyssa Ogawa on Star Trek: The Next Generation, a role she later reprised in Star Trek Generations. Spanning 3 decades, Yasutake's theater work included stints at New Mexico Repertory Theater, American Southwest Theater, Los Angeles Theater Center, San Diego Repertory Theater, Manhattan Theater Club, South Coast Repertory Theater, and the Westwood Playhouse. As a theater director, she developed and staged world premieres at East West Players, the Richmond Shepherd Theater and Ensemble Studio Theater, along with a revival of Tea at the Odyssey Theater. "Patty was my first client when I began over 30 years ago," Fritz said. "We enjoyed every day we got to work together, and I will miss her spirit, talent, and tenacity, but most of all, her friendship." Yasutake was preceded in death by her parents, Michael and Jun Yasutake, and her sister, business executive Irina Hirano Inoue. She is survived by siblings Linda Hayashi and Stephen Yasutake, a large extended family of nephews and nieces, and a family of friends and colleagues including Fritz and Jonathan Del Arco. Charles Cyphers, best known for his role as Lee Brackett in the Halloween films, died Sunday, August 4th from a brief illness in Tucson, AZ. His manager Chris Rowe confirmed a Deadline. He was 85. "Charles was a lovable and sensitive man," Rowe said in a statement. "He always had the best stories, and you got a full performance while he told you. He was a close friend and client of many years who will be dearly missed." His family asked for privacy at this time, Rowe added. "Details on a celebration of life ceremony will happen at a date and location to be determined." Cyphers worked extensively with Halloween's John Carpenter, first in the 1976 action film Assault on Precinct 13, in which he played Starker, one of the ill-fated police officers gunned down by gang members. He next appeared in Carpenter's 1980 horror film The Fog, playing Dan O'Bannon, and followed up with Carpenter's 1981 film Escape from New York, in which he appeared with his Halloween cast members Jamie Lee Curtis and Nancy Stevens. In the Halloween franchise, including the original 1978 film, 2018 sequel Halloween 2, and his final film, the 2021 Halloween Kills, Cyphers Lee Brackett is the former sheriff of Haddonfield, Illinois, and father of Annie Brackett. He's known for the line, "It's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare," which he says to Curtis's Laurie Strode. The actor said it was shocking but wonderful that he was asked to come back for Halloween Kills, he said in an interview at HorrorCon UK 2022. "To be called back again in a film, it's unheard of after 40 years. Most people are dead," Cyphers said. His other film credits include 1978's Coming Home, 1979's The Onion Field, 1982's Honky Tonk Man, 1989's Major League, 1995's Murder in the First, among others. His television work includes a recurring role as Hugo Muncie in The Betty White Show, and guest starring roles in Gibbsville, Barnaby Jones, Wonder Woman, and The Dukes of Hazzard, as well as the role of Drake in the 1977 miniseries Roots. He most recently appeared in Sliders, ER, Seinfeld, Jag, and Any Day Now. His most extensive role was in the 1990s series Nick Freno, Licensed Teacher, in which he portrayed Al Yarriker. The entertainment world has lost a cherished figure, Christina Sendera, known not only for her long-standing partnership with Clint Eastwood, but also for her dedicated philanthropy and love for animals. Sendera passed away at the age of 61, leaving behind a legacy marked by her quiet yet impactful support of environmental and animal causes. Christina, who was deeply involved with the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary Foundation, was celebrated for her unwavering commitment to conservation. Her efforts were instrumental in advancing the Foundation's initiatives, particularly those focused on marine life and equestrian issues. Her passion was evident in every aspect of her work, from hosting gala events to her hands-on approach to animal care, often seen in jeans and pigtails, far from the glitz of Hollywood. Clint Eastwood, her partner of many years, expressed profound sorrow over her loss, reflecting on her kindness and the deep care she brought into his life. The couple, who preferred to keep their relationship away from the spotlight, shared many moments away from the cameras, focusing on shared interests and quiet companionship. Despite her affiliation with celebrity through Eastwood, Christina chose a life of substantive action over superficial fame. Her involvement with the foundation and her active role in caring for animals showcased a woman of genuine substance and heart. Her legacy will live on through the ongoing work of the causes she championed and the memories cherished by those who knew her best.